joining me for another look at this wonderful film star portrait of the 50s book. Where we'll compare different lighting and the features of these portraits. You can find part 1 and part 2 in my other videos. So let's enjoy this quiet time and continue. We were up to here in the last video of Jeff Chandler and the beautiful Elizabeth Taylor from 1953, the publicity shot for Elephant Walk. We have quite a slight Marlon Brando in 1953 from the film Julius Caesar. The light just coming down at that angle, creating quite a imposing shot. Similarly, with the light coming here onto the beautiful Gene Simmons, keeping it dark and moody down this side of the portrait. And this was taken for the film The Robe. Nice clean lines in there, taken back off her face, the elegance of her sweeping draping dress. Beautiful. Now in contrast, these are two very dark photos. Really setting the scene. A different photo of Marlon Brando from 1953 for Columbia. For The Wild One, very dark. His hat, his expression, the leather jacket. Johnny inscribed on it. And similarly, Ava Gardner, looking beautiful for MGM. of light that's just coming up, just to reflect, and just under her chin to create a stronger, sharper finish. Same as on his hat there. Here we have the cover photo of this book by Marilyn Monroe for 20th Century Fox, with this beautiful lighting. Can you see the way it comes up and just shines? Creating this beautiful jawline, the subtle shadows. And as always, beautifully made up. And hair glamorized as we know it. And of course, the beauty spot. Another dark, moody shot with only the light coming up just over the face of Montgomery Clift in 1954. This was a publicity shot for the indiscretion of an American wife. But although 1954, with this hair and this suit, it really could be a shot from any decade. Two beautiful portraits. On this side we have Dorothy Dandridge in 1954 for 20th Century Fox. Look at these jewels, the ring leading down to this bracelet. The glamour of those three bits of jewellery set in complete opposition to his naked shoulder. Not too heavily made up. Beauty spots. Very pretty. And I like the way the focus is completely on her, with the background just softened. So your eye is drawn to here. On the contrasting page we have Jennifer Jones looking deep in thought. Again, a very simple shot. They've used again the naked shoulder, the clean lines. This was from the film Beat the Devil. They haven't done quite the contrast as I've done here with the jewellery, but again, one pretty earring. And again, just leaves your eye focusing on the actress herself. There's a calmness about both of these shots, I think. As opposed to, I think, the these two shots have an aura of mischief, perhaps. This is Betty Davis, 1952, for the film The Star. Simple black dress, manicured nails with a red polish on. She's looking that way, but there's a quirkiness about it. But she's almost about to say something or do something. And Joan Crawford in 1955. This is taken from the film The Queen Bee. Again, she's looking that way, but it almost looks like she's going to do or say something. This white glove, again set in this dark, with the light coming in, that really accentuates her angles. Can you see that nose? Incredibly sharp there. Quite heavy makeup with the eyebrows and the eyes. Right, let's have a look at two Western shots. Firstly with Gary Cooper, 1954, for The Garden of Evil. A real sort of rugged, sort of a man's face there, with the light coming up, showing some of his features and lines, a bit gritty, paired with the western top and the neckerchief. And all these photos are in black and white, and I really think it does instantly set the mood. This one here of James Stewart, they've created just a little bit of light coming in so we can see his Stetson cowboy hat and that side of his face, hardly seeing anything of his shirt there, but he is holding a revolver. Dark and again so almost not visible. We can see he's got probably a corduroy or so jacket on, because we can see the lines. The Man from Laramie. It's a film in 1954. Two beautiful shots. Firstly on this side, with the light coming up, hitting Jane Russell, 1955. For the film Foxfire, just looking over her shoulder, up against the wall. Again, simple lines, simple bracelets, simple line of the dress. Again, quite heavy makeup and coiffured hair. As opposed to this one, actually really is quite bright. This is Barbara Stanwyck in 1956 as a publicity shot for There's Always Tomorrow, and a really quite light background compared to some of the ones that we have seen. Again, clean lines with the bare shoulders, the halter neck top, contrasting black, elegantly made up with makeup and hair. Just looking slightly that way, what she's looking at. Two quite different portraits we have next. On this side it's Zsa Zsa Gabor from 1954 for Three Ring Circus, with a coat and a casual jumper, but matched with fishnet stockings, the elaborate ring and jewels made up. Has a real sass about it. Almost oppositely, this has sass and this has just light-hearted fun. This is jolly. I get a very light background with Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. For Paramount Pictures, both wearing suits and ties. This is more of a conservative look with a white cuff as opposed to the checkered shirt underneath here, but a real hearty smile. It really exudes warmth and friendship, and the focus is absolutely on them both, with nothing to distract the eye into the background. Two beautiful shots against black backdrops. So our eyes are on Audrey Hepburn in 1954. The very recognisable eyes, taken from the film or the publicity shot for Sabrina. Quite an elaborate headdress she's wearing there, but it is in every way quintessentially, particularly almost, if we do that, Audrey Hepburn, in a little black dress. What else? Beautiful lines of her neck, the epitome of beautiful. Her features proportioned, and the most striking eyes. From this page, Gene Simmons in 1954, taken for 20th Century Fox, a very short pixie hairstyle that wouldn't be out of place today. And it's definitely her nose and lips, I think, that we just know it's her, I think more than her eyes. Definitely eyes, and just there. Looking directly at the camera. And these are two quite fun shots that, if we didn't know they were in 1955, could almost be other decades that have followed, the 70s, or a shot from today if it was slightly different, particularly this one. This is of Leslie Caron, taken for the film Daddy Longlegs. Dressed casually in a blouse or a shirt, the real short pixie hairstyle that complements her face beautifully. The eyebrows and made up face, the contrast of being made up, and a real strong image to the casual blouse and shirt. We can't really see too much of the background. And similarly with this shot of Shirley MacLaine in 1955, the focus is absolutely on her. Again, the quirky pixie haircut. Almost, and I don't mean this badly, almost clown-like features of the lips, but less makeup on their eyes. The eyebrows are framing definitely her eyes. Very pretty, more simplistic, and again with contrast that complements this clean line of just a shirt with the collars up, which I like. Taken for Paramount. Again, this one here, although taken in 1954, could easily be a shot of perhaps the 70s, with the wavy blonde hair of Ava Maria Saint, across the shoulder top with the light coming in. Quite a simple portrait, I would say. Simple backdrop. The focus is most definitely on her beautiful shining hair, the nice smile, not too much makeup, no jewellery, just clean lines. And here a very casual shot. It's quite nice. It does look like the 50s or 60s, but 50s, just with the haircut of Tab Hunter. And this was taken for the Warner Brothers. He's just leaning on a bench, casually. I think there's a tunic top underneath this V-neck jumper, I think, of sorts. A little bit dark, we can't quite see the complete outline, but lovely lighting that just absolutely accentuates his jawline and his nose structure. Just down there. A couple more. Okay. This is Gary Cooper, and I'm quite surprised, but it works. He's adorning a striped shirt, but leaning on a striped chair, so literally we just see the stripes. Some might say it's too much. He may be holding a cigarette there. Simple watch, simple background. Very much of its time with the hair. The lighting coming down where he's obviously looking at something there. Taken in, well, they say between 1950 or 1952. Quite casual. And across the page here, I love the way she's smiling. This Deborah Kerr, but almost this side is just tilting up a little bit, like a little wry smile, and leaning casually. But there's something, charming about it. In an elegant halter neck dress with the jewels there, quite made up. Again, nothing in the background to distract her eye from Deborah Kerr and her leaning on. I think they're blankets of sorts, taken as a publicity shot for the end of the affair. Recognisable face, I would think, from John Wayne in 1954 again. Another one holding a cigarette. Quite a simple watch or arm wristband he's wearing back to front, which I'm a little bit surprised about. But again, this dark background. Our eyes are just on John Wayne, wearing this tweed jacket. And you can almost hear him just saying something in a real droll way. His hair just emerging into the background. So the lighting is absolutely on his face and his hands. Leaning again on the back of a sofa of sorts. And as opposed to this dark background, we have this white background and white blouse that Katharine Hepburn is wearing. The simplicity is beautiful against the warmth of her skin. Quite a natural shot. She's made up, but it's not rigid and structured. There's soft lines, the soft smile, the softness around her nose and her eyes and her hair. Occasional little wispy bit. Go around. A lovely picture taken in 1956 for Paramount. There's a warmth about it, although it's in white. There was a warmth. Okay, let's have just two more and then we'll save the rest perhaps for another video. Two elegant dresses. Firstly, on this side we have Shirley MacLaine drawing out her elegant long arms in this 1959 shot for Paramount. She's holding there part of her skirt, and it's all about the lines with the background. These are probably drapes that are coming down, so they're draping, she's draping, they go that way, they go that way, her arms go that way. The line of her body is in line with some of these drapes. She's looking down there. Everything is literally about the lines, and it works. It's quite a dramatic shot. And this one across here, again there's some drapes, I believe, in the background with Deborah Paget. I'm not familiar with her myself. From 1956 for Paramount, and it's a little bit unclear, but what we do know is she is stunning in this dress. Again, the line, the simplicity, the elegance of this dress. No sleeves, the bustier as it goes down with the shoes, but this bustle behind her that gives this feeling could it be attached to the dress, or is it something that's connected to these that come down? But it could be a train of the dress, we don't know. But it's almost this serene calmness of elegance that's taken absolute control of the photo, with this bustle just in the background, high heels and jewels, and a look of completely owning the photo. Almost a little bit heavenly or angelic. Not angelic in an innocent sense, but in a that she's not human. That's all I can explain it as. Anyway, let's leave it there for now for this video, and then we'll come back and continue. We'll probably get through the rest of the book in the next video. So let's mark the page. I know some people will be screaming at me doing this. But there we are. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you have found this perhaps relaxing, or has helped with anxiety, or generally helped in any way that you need it. Please take good care of yourself. If you liked this video, please give me a like. Please perhaps subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. It is always very, very much appreciated. And I'll see you again very soon.